Yes, good morning, children. Good morning, children. In the last class, we studied activation energy, exothermic, endothermic. Now, the amount of energy required for the transmission of the amount of energy required for the conversion of substrate into product is called activation energy. It is in presence of enzyme, in the absence of enzyme. In presence of enzyme or catalytic action, activation energy is less. But in the absence of enzyme, activation energy is more. Now, see here, the substrate plays a role in determining the final shape of the enzyme. Substrate induces enzyme to alter its shape. Enzyme is partially flexible. Factors affecting enzyme activity include, see, look at the board, effect of change in pH and temperature. Effect of change in pH and temperature factors. Minimum pH, optimum pH, maximum pH. Minimum temperature, optimum temperature, maximum temperature. Now here, see, factors affecting enzyme activity include temperature, pH, substrate concentration. Enzyme shows its highest activity at a particular temperature and pH called optimum temperature and optimum pH. Optimum temperature, the highest activity. So here optimum, minimum pH, optimum pH, maximum pH. Minimum pH activity is less. Optimum pH, enzyme activity is highest. At a particular pH, at optimum pH, the enzyme activity is maximum, highest. The enzyme activity is highest at particular pH. That pH is called optimum pH. And at maximum pH, its activity decreases. Similarly, minimum temperature, optimum temperature, and maximum temperature. The enzyme activity is highest at particular pH and temperature, that is called optimum pH and optimum temperature. Optimum pH and optimum temperature. Now, activity of enzyme declines both below and above the optimum value. Now, the activity of the enzyme activity decreases both as minimum and maximum. Minimum and maximum. Similarly, minimum enzyme activity declines both minimum temperature and maximum temperature. Minimum pH and optimum pH. Now, see here. Now, activity of enzyme declines both below and above the optimum value. Low temperature pressures, the enzyme is temporarily inactive. High temperature destroys the enzyme activity. And low temperature pressures, the enzyme activity, the enzyme in a temporarily inactive state. High temperature destroys enzyme activity, and then enzyme activity. Proteins are denatured by pH. Okay, the velocity of the enzymatic reaction rises at first, increases by increase in substrate concentration. Vmax, see here, Vmax, if the reaction reaches a maximum velocity at the concentration of substrate, which is not exceeded by any further rise in concentration of substrate. So here, this is the concentration of substrate. Yes, This is the rate of velocity V. When, see, substrate concentration increases, the enzyme activity increases at one concentration, that is called Vmax. This is half Vmax. A reaction with the enzyme, a reaction without enzyme. Okay? So reaction is a more in presence of enzyme, reaction is a less in case of enzyme. So effect of substrate concentration on reaction velocity with or without the enzyme. Calculation of maximum velocity with the Km value. Mitchell's-Menten constant is the Km. Mitchell's-Menten constant is Km. Okay. So this is in the presence of enzyme. This is in the absence of enzyme. So when substrate concentration increases, enzyme activity maximum. Substrate concentration increases, enzyme activity increases at one stage. Beyond that will not increase. That is called Vmax. That is called Vmax. Now look here. Now the factors influencing enzyme activity. One, temperature. An enzyme is active within a narrow range of temperature. The temperature at which an enzyme shows its highest activity is called optimum temperature. Once again please, the temperature at which an enzyme shows its highest activity is called the optimum temperature. It generally corresponds to the body temperature of warm-blooded animals. In case of humans, the body temperature is 37 degrees centigrade. Enzyme activity decreases above and below this temperature. Enzyme becomes inactive below minimum temperature and beyond maximum temperature. Low temperature preserves the enzymes in an inactive state. Therefore, it is used in preservation of foods inside the cold storages. Low temperature present inside cold storages prevents spoilage of food by two methods. One, inactivity of enzymes present inside food article, and two, non-activity of microbes because their enzymes are also become inactive at low temperature. High temperature destroys enzymes by causing their denaturation. This occurs at 50 degrees centigrade or so. In between minimum and maximum temperature, the reaction velocity doubles for every rise in 10 degrees centigrade. That is a general rule of thumb. A time factor FPH beyond optimum temperature. Here there is a rise in velocity for a short time followed by sharp fall. Next, optimum pH. I already explained about, look at the board please. I have already explained about optimum pH. Every enzyme has an optimum pH when it is most effective. A rise or fall in pH reduces enzyme activity by changing the degree of ionization of its side chains. A change in pH may also start reverse reaction. And then see, for example, particular enzyme works best at particular temperature. Okay, for example, fumarase catalyzes at 6.2 pH, and then trypsin at 8.5, pepsin 2 pH, pepsin 2 pH. Enzyme concentration, the rate of a biochemical reaction rises with the increase in enzyme concentration up to a point called limiting or saturation point. Beyond this, increase in enzyme concentration has little effect. Substrate concentration. Increase in substrate concentration increases the rate of reaction. The enhanced rate is due to two factors: occupation of more and more active sites by the substrate molecules, higher number of collisions between substrate molecules. The rise in velocity is quite high in the beginning, but it decreases progressively with the increase in substrate concentration. Okay, and then Km, Mitchell's constant. It is a mathematical derivation or constant which indicates the substrate concentration at which the chemical reaction catalyzed by an enzyme attains half its maximum velocity. Constant was given forth by Mitchell's and Menton. Km or Mitchell's-Menton constant generally lies between 10 to the power of minus 1 to 10 to the power of minus 6 m. Km indicates affinity of the enzyme for its substrate. Km indicates affinity of the enzyme for its substrate. A high Km indicates low affinity, while a low Km shows a strong affinity. High Km indicates low affinity, while a low Km shows a strong affinity. If an enzyme acts on more than one substrate, it shows different Km values for them. Thus, enzyme protease acts on large number of proteins. Its Km value will differ from protein to protein. Next, activation energy. The external supply of energy is needed for start of a chemical reaction. It is called activation energy. Activation energy increases the kinetic energy of the system and brings about the forcible collisions between the reactions. And then next, yes, next one is the inhibitors. Enzymes are sensitive to the presence of specific chemicals that bind to the enzyme. Enzymes are sensitive to the presence of specific chemicals that bind to the enzyme. Next, inhibitors. Next, enzymes are sensitive to the presence of specific chemicals that bind to the enzyme. They are called inhibitors. What are inhibitors? Inhibitors are the chemicals that bind to the enzymes. So enzymes are sensitive to the presence of specific chemicals that bind to the enzyme. The binding of the chemical shuts off. The binding of the chemical shuts off enzyme activity. This process is called inhibition. So what are inhibitors? The enzymes which are sensitive to the presence of specific chemicals that bind to the enzyme is called inhibitors. the binding of the specific, the binding of the chemical shuts off enzyme activity. This process is called inhibition. That chemical is called inhibitor. The chemical is called inhibitor. If the chemical resembles the substrate, it is called competitive inhibitor. Inhibition of succinic dehydrogenase by martonate. These inhibitors are used in the control of bacterial pathogens. These inhibitors are used in the control of bacterial pathogens. Inhibitors, as you know, enzyme is a tertiary structure. It has active sites, and these active sites bind to the substrate. Sometimes it is also sensitive to some chemicals. Those chemicals are called inhibitors. Okay, inhibitors inhibits the enzyme substrate reaction. Okay, those chemicals are called inhibitors. That process is called inhibition. If the inhibitor resembles the substrate, it is called competitive inhibitor. Competitive inhibitor. Okay. Next, inhibition by succinic dehydrogenase by maltonate. Inhibitors are used in the control of bacterial pathogens. Now, next one, see here. Yes, enzyme catalyzes. Yes, dehydrogenation. Okay. Km, Mitchell's constant. Km is the concentration of substrate which permits the enzyme to achieve half Vmax. Km is the concentration of the substrate which permits the enzyme to achieve half Vmax. An enzyme with the high Km has a low affinity for its substrate and requires a greater concentration of substrate to achieve Vmax. Okay, Y-intercept 1 by Vmax. Yes. What is the Vmax? What is Km? What is half Vmax? Okay, and this you will see. So here you should know what is activation energy, what is the difference between with enzyme, without enzyme. So here minimum pH, activity of enzyme with the minimum, optimum, maximum. Minimum temperature, optimum temperature, maximum temperature. Here Km I have given to you. Km is half of the, so Km is more. K more means low affinity. K is less means high affinity. Okay? If you have any doubts, we will discuss in Zoom class.